16th century Seoul became the capital of Joseon and began witnessing the twists and turns of Korean history for the next 500 years. Seoul has been the center of unprecedented tragedy, of lost sovereignty, and the killing of brethren in civil war. Such traces are no longer visible anywhere. In the summer of 2004, we turn to the story of one family set against the backdrop of Japanese occupation of Korea. Three Generations by YOM Sang-seop is the story. Boseong High School is where the writer YOM Sang-seop nurtured the vision of his literary career. Here, among the vivid traces of the writer as a young man, we revisit the novel Three Generations. Someone's here for you. Who is he? Your hair is a mess. Select friends wisely. The novel begins on January 1st, 1931, with the protagonist Cho I-kwan. Inside a small traditional tile-roofed house in Cheoksan-dong, Jongno, a 9-month journey portrays realism in Korean literature.
The grandfather, Cho I-kwan, stresses moral duty and formality, holding to conservative values. His son, Cho Sang-yeon, has accepted Western knowledge and Christianity, but is morally corrupt. And the grandson, Cho Deok-ki, wavers between his feuding grandfather and father. He's typical of 1920s Korea.
이 작품은 세대 간의 갈등을 핵심 축으로 삼고 있는 소설입니다. 전통 사상에 집착하는 조이관, 개화 지식인 조상훈, 그리고 그들 사이에서 절충을 모색하는 조덕기 간의 갈등이 바로 그것입니다. 우리가 특히 이 부분에서 주목해 볼 만한 점은 작가 염상섭이 개화 지식인 조상훈을 도덕적으로 타락한 인물로 그림으로써 왜곡된 식민지 근대에 대응하는 논리를 전통을 바탕으로 새로운 근대를 모색하는 조덕기 세대에게서 찾고 있다는 점일 것입니다.
The 1920s was a time of emotional turmoil for young men under colonial rule. After the fervent spirit of the March 1st independence movement fell through, it was also the time when socialism was introduced to Korea.
The protagonist is a son of a wealthy family under colonial rule. He sympathizes with the popularity of socialism, but is also realistic, wanting to study law and be successful. He is torn between the two tracks in life. His father, Cho Sang-yeon, is educated, but gave up his ideals, joining many disillusioned intelligentsia who turned to gambling and womanizing. The conservative balance of the family, barely sustained by the charisma of the patriarch, begins to crumble when Cho I-kwan suddenly collapses. His greedy concubine poisoned him for his money. The symbol of his family's wealth and prestige, the key to the vault, is handed not to the son, but to the grandson.
삼대는 식민지 현실에서 전통 가치와 개화 가치가 맞충돌하는 1920년대의 현실을 리얼하게 그리고 있는 작품입니다. 이 작품에서 염상섭은 조덕기에게 사당과 열쇠를 맡김으로써 그 당시에 충돌하고 있던 여러 가치의 방향을 중도적 보수주의의 방향으로 방향 잡았다는 데에서 의미를 갖고 있습니다. 이것은 곧 염상섭 자신의 시대 현실에 대한 문제 해결의 대안을 제시하는 한 방편이었던 것으로 보입니다.
The funny thing is, the grandson Cho Deok-gi is similar to the writer YOM Sang-seop in many ways. Cho Deok-gi is 23 when he's released from prison for providing independence movement funds and charges of poisoning his grandfather. YOM Sang-seop is also 23 at the time of the March 1st movement. Perhaps Yum savored the conflicts and hopes he experienced as an intellectual under colonial rule, incarcerated for his involvement in the independence movement. Those emotions went into his character Cho Deok-gi 10 years later.
삼대는 우리 근대 문학사에서 기념비적인 작품입니다. 초기의 개성과 생명을 중시하는 개성문학론에서 생활문학론으로 전환하는 염상섭의 비판적 리얼리즘이 꼽히는 작품으로 평가될 만합니다. 우리는 이 작품을 근대문학사의 금자탑으로 평가하여 부족함이 없을 것입니다.
YOM Sang-seop marked the beginning of naturalism in Korean literature with the short story Green Frog in the Specimen Gallery. He passed away in 1963, leaving behind masterpieces such as Three Generations, The Son of Liberation, Reunion, and Passing Rain. Yum believed that a writer must be free, not bound by a particular school of thought. He never directly points to a particular path in Three Generations, but makes his deliberations through the character Cho Deok-gi. Three Generations is a masterpiece with emphasis on detailed descriptions and a unique style. Yum did not despair between reality and ideals, but silently sought a path of his own. After many decades, the spirit of the beautiful reformist still remains, but vividly continues to tell the story of the time.